What is the highest price you would pay to save everyone you love? Your wealth? Your freedom? What if the price was your own child? It sounds like an impossible choice, a heartbreaking myth. But for one you ancient Yoruba queen, this wasn't a myth. It was a devastating reality that transformed her from a mortal ruler into an immortal goddess. Today, let's unravel the incredible story of Moremi Ajasoro, the queen whose sacrifice echoes through eternity. Our story takes us to the heart of Yoruba land, the sacred ancient city of Ile-Ife, considered the cradle of Yoruba civilization. It was a beacon of culture and tradition, but this peace was shattered by a terrifying, seemingly supernatural enemy. They were known as Igbo or forest people, not to be confused with the modern Igbo tribe of Nigeria. These raiders, clad in raffia masks and grotesque costumes, were seen as malevolent spirits appearing from the wilderness to plunder, enslave, and spread terror. The warriors of Ife were brave, but how do you fight spirits? How do you defeat an enemy you don't understand? The kingdom lived in a state of constant dread, and watching this unfold was the intelligent and beautiful Queen Moremi. While others saw only supernatural terror, Moremi saw a puzzle that needed to be solved. She refused to accept defeat. Her people's suffering became her own, forging her into something more than just a queen. She was becoming their last hope, and she devised a plan so dangerous, so audacious that it was considered madness. Moremi's rise to legendary status wasn't through a battle for the throne, it was through a battle for her own people's very soul. She decided to go undercover. Her plan, to allow herself to be captured by these spirits to learn their secrets from the inside. But first, she went to Esimirin river and made a solemn vow to the river goddess. Help me succeed, she prayed, and I will offer you the greatest sacrifice that I can possibly give. With her faith sealed by this divine pact, she walked into the path of the next raid and was taken captive. Moremi's battlefield was not one of swords, but of wits. Taken to the enemy camp, her regal, bearing, and stunning beauty captivated the Igbo leader who made her his wife. She played her part so perfectly, earning his trust while her mind worked tirelessly, observing everything. And then she discovered the secret. The terrifying invaders were not spirits at all. They were men. Their fearsome costumes were made of grass and raffia, and she learned their greatest weakness. They were terrified of fire. A little touch would send them running in panic, their invincible costumes turning into death trap. Armed with this critical intelligence, Moremi executed a daring escape, racing back to Ile-Ife with the key to her people's salvation. The victory was swift and absolute. When the raiders next appeared, the people of Ife met them with blazing torches. The spirits were exposed as mere mortals and were utterly defeated. Ile-Ife was saved. Moremi was hailed as a hero, a savior. But amidst this celebration, a cold reality set in. She made a promise. She returned to the Esimirin river, the river goddess, to fulfill her vow, offering rams and riches. But the goddess was not satisfied. The diviner revealed the terrible truth. Esimirin demanded her greatest sacrifice, her only son, Olurogbo. Can you imagine that choice? To save your nation, you must give up the person you love the most in the world. The kingdom wept, but Moremi, a queen of her word, fulfilled her vow. She sacrificed her son to the river. This act of supreme selflessness, of unimaginable maternal pain for the sake of our people, was so profound it resonated through the spiritual realm. The Yoruba deities were moved. Such a sacrifice could not simply end in tragedy. Moremi was not allowed to just fade away in grief. Instead, she was elevated. She transcended her mortal form, becoming a goddess, an orisha, forever immortalized as a symbol of courage and sacrifice. She didn't just die, she was reborn as divine. Moremi's story is a bedrock of courage in Yoruba culture. Today, a magnificent statue, one of the tallest in Nigeria, standing in her honor right in Ile-Ife. The annual Edi festival celebrates her life, her strategy, and her ultimate sacrifice, ensuring no generations ever forget. She represents strategic intelligence over brute force and the profound power of a woman resolute. Her story is a heartbreaking yet inspiring testament to the idea that true leadership sometimes requires a price that is almost too terrible to comprehend. Moremi Ajasoro proved that some legends are born from the deepest pain and the greatest love. What part of her story resonates most with you? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible true stories from history and myth. Thanks for watching. Bye.